Community cabinets are about going out, they're about listening to the community and about feeding into the process of government decision making. Today we're talking about economic development, as I said, and if you think of the framework in which we discuss it, is probably in many ways it's a more challenging framework than we've seen at any time in recent years. And I say that for three reasons. Firstly, we've got a difficult international economic environment. I think everybody understands that, particularly in the United States, that the world economy, the world economic environment is more challenging than we've seen previously. Secondly, of course, we've got climate change. If we'd had a function like this 10 years ago, there may have been some people who talked about climate change, but it wouldn't have been front and centre of concerns at national and state level. And that presents challenges to us about how we tackle the environmental issues and also how we tackle them in a way to provide new economic opportunities. And of course our third challenge, it's a nice challenge to have, population growth. We're going through the biggest population boom in the state's history. Bigger than the post-war migration boom, bigger than the gold rush of the 1850s. We've added in Melbourne in the last 5 years, we've added something like 350,000 new people. 5 years of the 1990s, the same period, 92 to 97, we added just 150,000 people. And so we've got this extraordinary population growth. And of course this region, really the whole of the west running over to the north, from Wyndham really to Whittlesea, is the fastest growing metropolitan region anywhere in Australia. As I said today, we've got a busy program today. We've got ministers who are out right across the region, many functions, and of course we conclude with a community forum later today. I don't want to say any more today. We've got an hour now to have this discussion and work through. The only thing in terms of the way we run this, if you have a question or a comment, I think there's microphones that are running around. We try and keep it fairly informal so that everybody can have an opportunity who wants to have a say. If you don't do though when you stand to say something, if you do just indicate your name and where you're from, and that helps us particularly with follow-up later on if we need to get more information to you. So really, can I thank you again for coming today. It's fantastic to see such a huge crowd. Today is really about economic development. If there are other matters, by the way, that you want to raise, you're welcome to raise them today. There's no restriction on that, but particularly if we've got issues there about what we need to do in an economic sense, infrastructure, transport, education, any of those issues today, please feel free to raise them. So thank you again for coming, and I'm in your hands, and we'll now turn over to you for any comments or questions.